Welcome to HCM.tv's Month-End Review, where we report and share the biggest news, views, events, and happenings in the human capital management, HR, and payroll software industries.
Welcome to the Human Capital Management Industry Month-End Review, a recap of what happened in the HCM, HR, and payroll industries during the month of June 2012, delivered in 10 minutes or less. I'm Chuck Schaefer, and during the month of June, the HR and payroll industry experienced SuccessFactors Success Connect User Conference and the Society for Human Resource, or SHRM, Annual Conference and Exposition. First to Success Connect. The Success Connect conference provided a number of takeaways that offered a glimpse into what SAP's SuccessFactors looks to accomplish within the next year and beyond. For starters, while there were some notable presentations, for the most part, the enthusiasm of Success Connect centered on the SuccessFactors product roadmap. The roughly 2,000 attendees witnessed what happens when you give Dmitry Kakovsky, Vice President of Product Management, a 78% budget increase in research and development, along with 200 additional team members. First off, aside from a newer, stickier user interface slated for release later this year, Dmitry debuted the SMB-focused SuccessFactors Professional Edition, an expansion of its HCM portfolio, which handles the rote tasks of profile goal and performance management and comes pre-packaged with a basic version of the social solution JAM. Unfortunately, compensation, recruiting, and countless social tools are extra. Second, Dmitry highlighted the adoption of SAP's HANA for HR analytics, though full capabilities won't be made available until later this year. Also announced was the expansion of social and mobile capabilities through BizX Mobile Touchbase, a socially connected activity-based meeting tool which now offers new LinkedIn connections that support informal feedback mechanisms, advanced learning features for social collaboration and knowledge sharing, as well as integral succession planning elements. But perhaps the biggest news related to plans for Employee Central, the company's soon-to-be-released cloud-based HCM solution. In addition to the core functions of record storage and integration, Employee Central provides easier access to self-service functions such as PTO and payroll, as well as more advanced metrics functionalities. By far, though, the potential game changer for this SAP SuccessFactors amalgamation is the upcoming global cloud payroll solution initially slated to support the US, Canada, UK, Brazil, India, Mexico, Australia, Germany, the Netherlands, and Switzerland. Based off SAP's already existing on-premise global payroll product, the solution will be delivered as a managed service and available to 50-plus countries by the end of 2013. Here are the three main takeaways from this event. First, centering around the message of the four newly designated SAP buckets of customers, people, financials, and suppliers, SAP executives made clear at the conference that autonomy is working for both companies and fully leveraging the SuccessFactors investment is an integral part of the long-term SAP strategy. Second, SAP's approach to the cloud, while slow, has been methodical and pragmatic, and all intentions for the short term at least are to let customer choice rule when deployment choices are offered. Third, SuccessFactors' soon-to-be-released user interface is a significant investment in creating the consumer-driven user experience that organizations are seeking. Expect this product enhancement to pave the way for additional products that support newer methods of application, HR application consumption, rather than the form-driven processes of the past. Moving to the second big industry event, the month wrapped up with the Society for Human Resource Management Annual Conference and Exposition 2012 in Atlanta, Georgia. With 15,000 plus attendees, the event is easily the largest gathering of HR professionals in the world. Given the high-profile nature of the event, it was somewhat surprising that more announcements about newer HR and payroll software offerings weren't broadcast. There were a few announcements, but those few were interesting. First off, Epicor announced its latest version of its flagship solution, Epicor HCM version 5.7, expanding its global framework and adding to the capability to configure location-specific data fields. Though hardly a drastic feature set addition, this new framework does usher in a new era for Epicor and allows the company to compete better on a global scale by giving users the ability to translate field captions, field content, and reports. Likewise, Halogen Software announced enhancements to their flagship in the form of Halogen Feedback Central. New functionality offers the ability to crowdsource feedback making assessments possible for multiple talent management processes through multiple channels. While not drastically removed from the more advanced 360-degree evaluations, Feedback Central does provide Halogen customers with cutting-edge feedback capabilities, a feature set that was decidedly lacking before. Similarly, Silk Road Technology continued their strong suit of user experience-focused talent management applications by announcing the general availability of their Social Solution Point. This latest addition to the Silk Road portfolio is one of only a handful of applications to close the gap between social networking and talent management, increasing collaboration and connections for sharing links, files, questions, photos, polls, announcements, learning, and feedback across the organization. These announcements aside, a specific theme seemed to be present on employee benefits and wellness programs, and the conference did breathe new life into this subject through several standout events and announcements. First off, Nurture launched a new comprehensive suite of employee wellness programs. Featuring built-in incentive administration and communication tools, Nurture Compass serves as a starting point solution, with Nurture Navigator and Nurture Sherpa building on that functionality for more advanced wellness administration delivery. That said, solution tiers seem artificially constructed, and Navigator only adds customized online tools and social supports. Sherpa, on the other hand, is where most organizations seeking this type of benefits offering should look, especially considering it offers one of the industry's most comprehensive wellness programs, including personalized health advice and proactive outreach for disease management. Hands down, though, the big event from this conference goes to benefits-focused research from both SHRM and the Standard Insurance Company. Citing recent studies by the Journal of Occupational Environmental Medicine, Mercer, and Kronos, Standard's research showcased that an enormous cost differential is going largely unnoticed by employers, equaling lost productivity figures that are 3 times as high as medical care and drug costs. Essentially, what this means is that only 30% of the total employer financial burden of poor employee health can actually be associated with medical and pharmaceutical costs, a key reason why benefits and wellness administration appears to be back on the table for organizations. Likewise, SHRM's annual benefits survey found that 73% of HR professionals reported the economic downturn had negatively impacted employee benefit offerings, while at the same time a marked increase in benefits that reward employees for improving their health was seen, jumping from 33% of organizations in 2008 to 45% in 2012. The shift that these figures highlight signals that many employers have changed to a model of placing primary responsibility and control for benefits onto the employee, a fact that will not only affect workplace culture, but will also result in a sizable impact to the benefits administration software industry as a whole. Here are the 3 main things that you should take away from this conference. First, niche vendors are continuing to dominate the innovation arena and provide the next generation of talent management products. Second, more focused research is emerging that can truly provide an accurate financial picture for core HR and payroll processes, a fact that could finally yield ROI statistics that support additional software and/or outsourcing purchases. Third, an increased focus on the transactional elements of employee benefits and wellness could well signify a sea change in the core HR and payroll solutions over the near term as more organizations recognize the financial and cultural impact the software offerings and outsourced services can collectively bring. That's a wrap for June 2012. I'm Chuck Schaefer, and this has been the Human Capital Management Industry Month in Review. I hope you'll check back on the last day of next month to share in the period's top events, news, views, and happenings. And if you have content suggestions for next month or beyond, please let me know by visiting hrlab.com or sending an email to chuckschaefer@hrlab.com.
Thank you for joining HCM.TV's Month-End Review. This dialogue is part of the HCM, HR, and payroll software industry conversation. If you would like additional information or to join the HCM community discussion, visit us at www.hcm.tv.